It is a temp controller. This is called Digiten. And let's see what we got here. There she be. Pretty straightforward. Probe, the thing itself, and the instructions. I will not go through all of that. It also has the back as well. So, looking at this off the bat, the issue I would run into with this, no heating element. There's just a cool side. That is a problem in the wintertime for me and for a lot of people. In LA, it can get, even as low as like 40s Fahrenheit during the winter. Not very often, but it does happen, and that's just too cold. Even in 50s, it's too cold. So this will be great for the summer, or great if you need to keep something cold all the time, like a chest freezer where I have my kegs. That could be good for this, for sure. All right, let's plug it in and see how this goes. All right, it's already beeping at me, saying error. Maybe because the probe needs to be in there, I don't know. All right, so if you hold down the top and bottom arrow simultaneously, it should go to Fahrenheit. It did. I'm gonna hold set here. I assume something will blink, and then I can adjust as needed. So as it's blinking, it goes through all the different settings here. So the blinking AL, for example, is this little AL next to it. That, for example, is the low temperature alarm. AH is the high temperature alarm. So it'll say right there what each one is. And they have a list on this of what each thing is. They have a run temperature in here. I honestly don't know what that is. Oh, the run temp is like the time it's going. So they have an example here. So if you want to run cooling equipment when it's at 28C and stop cooling equipment when it's 22C, and DP means do that for 3 minutes. And the DP would be the time of compressor delay starting. So it's the time it's running before clicking on. So I'm going to set my RV also to, let's say, a little higher, 38 degrees Fahrenheit. So at 36, it should stop. So it'll hover between 38 and 36 degrees, I assume. It's still saying air at the top, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm an idiot. I didn't have the temp probe wasn't fully pressed in there. It is working now. No more error message. So there it is. I'm going to keep an eye out on this for like the next hour, see if everything's working properly, and yeah, I'll report back in 1 second here. So it's been 1 hour. That's the current temp right there. That's the run temperature, and that is the stop temperature. Held set. I can go through each one. The AL is low temperature alarm. That's the AH is high temperature alarm. That's the delay, the time compressor delay setting. That's the calibration, temp calibration. I just left at 0. And back to the beginning. Oh, yep, it's the next day. Well, 2 days later. But it's close enough. So again, this has been running for 2-3 days now, and it's doing a good job. So I just want to explain the runtime, how they described it. I should say described it based off cooling mode is what they call it. And it says you set the run temperature higher than the stop temperature. In this case, it's 38, it's my run temperature. My stop is at 36, as you saw. And then when the measured temperature, which is that top one, just showing at 34.9 currently, is higher than the run temperature, the cooling equipment will start to work and will turn on. When the measured temperature reaches the stop temperature, the cooling equipment will stop working, and the LED light will turn on. And that's the end of it. That's how the run temperature works. Now, I did say also earlier in the video that this does not have a heating mode element to it. What I meant by that is on the same exact cord. I'll show you one I have that has both. And this only has one. So you can use a Digiten to heat something up, but only heat up. You can use it to cool something, but only cool. So I believe, as I said earlier, if I want to do a temp control, like hold a chest freezer at 70 degrees and let's say it's kind of cold outside, there's no way for it to click on, go to heat up like with the heating pad, and then click back on again to cool to keep it at 70 degrees. That is how I ferment my beer with heating pad during the winter time. There you go. That's it. It's working great so far. Yeah. By the way, the exact one I have is the thermostat DTC-101. I'll link in the description below. They haven't given me a link to purchase it, but I'll throw one down there. And there you go. Thank you for watching. Keep getting weird as always. Try weird things. Lights turning off. See you next time.